Bing, 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 bing.
Da 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 da. Ah, da 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 da.
A bing, 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 bing.
No, sing the blues song.
No, it's not. 1 second. All right, let's try that one. Keep.
Oh yeah. Where are these buttons right here?
Please don't press them.
Where are those buttons? Ah, done.
All right.
Ah, buttons. You lost.
So I keep getting a free ball. Oh. Yeah. Aw. Looks like it's right over. Yeah, I'm at 11 million, like that overall score. Alright, your turn, Bailey. Go after the orange pieces. Choose an orange. There you go. Good shot, Bailey. Let's move after this one. after the oranges. That's how we win. Okay. Nope, it's Daddy's turn. Last turn, you went last turn. Yeah, they're the ones that give the fireball powers. Your turn.
Oh, the sound was up.
You want it up? Okay. Is that better?
Oh, bunch. I just hit the butt. Yay.
Your turn.
I picked the blue.
Oh, your turn.
I'm gonna buy some chips out with Mom.
Okay. Alright, next one I'll get the green one. Alright. So you say I should hit the side? Oh! Just hop out like that. Yeah? You're back? How do you ask? Okay, let's go after the oranges. That's how we win. We'll lose if we're not going after the oranges. So go ahead, it's your turn. Orange? Orange is like an orange red, like right there. Nice. Good job. Oh, free ball. High five. All right, Dave's turn. Eddie missed the orange. All right, you want to go? Or go after the orange reds. All right, Daddy's turn. Oh. No, these are hard shots. All right, your turn. We're gonna go after the red oranges. Here, go for the ones right there. There you go. Nope, right there. You're going after blues. All right, right there. There you go. You almost there. Oh, you're not gonna get it. Oh! Your dad's gonna try for the back shot. Alright, last one. Well, that's not how we win. The blues are just obstacles of the game of reds.
We got the blue.
Yeah, well, Daddy's not trying to go for them. He's trying to go for the oranges. You want to go? Go ahead.
I got one red.
Good job. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh. Your turn. You could also go for greens if you want to, Bailey. So either go for greens or reds. Okay. There you go. Oh. There. Alright, your turn. There's a green right there or a green right there you go for. Okay. I prefer you not to get blues. That's just... We don't win by getting blues, Bailey. We win by getting oranges. See, we got the green, so that's... I got that last red left. We won! High five! Yeah. Bailey, you're sick. So better, I would love to take you to the did I brain can work to the oops. I should went for that one. When you're feeling better, I would love to take you to the pizza place that has Mario on the wall. There's no way. You have to use the fireballs to get the ones that are in Yep, it's just a copy.
Hello. Oh no. Oh my gosh. But oh my god. Hello. Oh no.
Yeah, we can read now. Hey, Bailey, we're going to read, okay? And then we can be back to this. Hey, Sweet Q, that's what we're doing. Right now, you're with Mom. And if you want to be here, you have to go with our rhythms. And right now, our rhythm is reading. Okay?
I'll go.
All right, you want to go? Sound good. There you go.
Can I be right here? It's like basically the same spot.
Yeah, that's fine. So it's the idea as long as you're within
Like where I can see the whole screen.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're in Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy. That's what I call it, Deuteronomy.
All right.
The Baba Booey knowledge.
Christ, your life amazing. Thank you for not being a foreign and distant God. You're the God who communicates and always showing compassion and love and always bringing the rains in their season. You are just a God of blessing, always giving. Thank you for giving yourself. Thank you for setting us on the right course by looking to you. As if we know if we're on our own devices, without correction, without the reproof of the Holy Spirit, we are a terror to ourselves and to our neighbors. Thank you for the good, bountiful life that we need. So as we read these scriptures, please reveal to us what it means to the original audience, and also in light of your goodness and your ascension on the cross. Wonderful, awesome name. Amen.
The knowledge of Baba Booey and cheeseburgers.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 1 through 6, on killing enemies. When Yahweh your God brings you into the country that you are entering and take possession of it, and puts down many nations before you, Hittites, Girgashites, Amorites, Canaanites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites, 7 nations bigger and stronger than you, and Yahweh God gives them up before you and you strike them down, you will devote them totally. You will not seal a covenant with them. You will not show grace to them. You will not intermarry with them. You will not give your daughters to their sons or take their daughters for your sons, because they will turn your sons from following me and they will serve other gods. Then the anger of Yahweh, your God, will flare up against you and he will quickly destroy you. Rather do this to them. Demolish their altars, break up their pillars, cut down their columns, burn their statues with fire, because you are a people holy to Yahweh your God. It was you that Yahweh your God chose to become a special people for him from all the peoples on the face of the ground.
Baba Booey cheeseburgers.
All right, so what's being said? So when you go into a land, they have many gods, many altars, many temples. Are you supposed to kiss them?
No.
No. Supposed to
Disobey.
smash, smash, destroy.
No, wait, there's like the pillar and this is like the grenade. You ready?
Because the idea is like
You
when
don't want to serve other gods like God.
remember, these are the gods who call for child sacrifice. They're the rebel Elohims.
The rebels of the world.
And so serving other gods always leads to injustice. And it flares up Yahweh's nostrils. Anger knows. All right. In the modern age, the way the Old Testament talks about the Israelites destroying people troubles many Jews and Christians in the United States. It did not do so before the modern period, and it is not felt as so much of a problem in other countries. Whereas U.S. Christians often link their unease with Jesus telling people to love their enemies, it seems unlikely that the origin of their troubled feelings lies simply there Augustine comments that Jesus tells us to love our enemies. He does not tell us to love God's enemies. In the context of modernity, people came to be troubled about the prevalence of warring between nations with weaponry of developing sophistication, and came to generate the conviction that nations should be able to get together to eliminate war. Jesus' teaching and the rest of the Bible suggests that this is an implausible conviction. There will be wars and rumors of war, and recent history confirms that. People in the United States may also be influenced by the fact that the United States is the great war-making nation. It has war deeply and recurrently part of its history. Israelites listening to Deuteronomy 7 may also have been shocked or bewildered by these words of Moses, for different though overlapping reasons. There's nothing new about God's promising to strike down the Canaanites, and the background to the promise has been made clear. In part, it is an ancient equivalent to eminent domain or compulsory purchase. God wants this country in order to give it to the Israelites, because God intends to bless the world by means of them. In the short term, therefore, these other peoples will have to lose out, but God is not simply being arbitrary. God has been giving them rope for centuries, and eventually they have hanged themselves. They have behaved in abominable ways. Child sacrifice is one practice the Torah mentions. So they have to be banished from their country, as Cain was once banished from his land. In Deuteronomy 7, the difference is that God envisaged the Israelites striking these peoples down. So far in the Torah, striking people down has been God's business. The exception that proves the rule is God's commissioning the Israelites to strike down the Midianites, not in order to occupy their land, but because of wrong the Midianites had done. Israel is thus to act as God's agent. It was acting in the manner of the authorities Paul speaks of, acting as God's minister, bringing punishment as an agent of wrath on the person who does wrong. This notion troubles many modern Jewish and Christians for two reasons. One is that we prefer the idea of God's being loving and merciful to the idea of God's being tough with people. Yet Jesus doesn't regard having love as a defining characteristic as incompatible with sending trillions of people to hell. The other is a fear that nations today may make it the excuse for making war, claiming they are only doing what the Torah told the Israelites to do. I am not aware of cases of nations that were peace-loving and disinclined to make war, but then decided to make a war because Deuteronomy said so. If Deuteronomy comes into consideration, it is when people use the book to provide an excuse for what they were going to do anyway. The way to undermine that claim is to point out that God's telling the Israelites to wage war in one or two circumstances doesn't imply that the command is transferable. Jews and Christians sometimes argue that the Old Testament attitude to war reflects its cultural context, which is of course true. It is also the case that our attitude to war reflects our cultural context. The Old and New Testament do not imply that the Torah was limited by the insight of its cultural context and what it told the Israelites. But neither does either testament suggest that the Torah's commission applies in other contexts than the one in which Moses utters it. The Torah goes on to speak of the Israelites devoting these peoples. Translations often use words such as annihilate or destroyed, and that may be the implication, but it does not convey Moses' distinctive point. Devoting them means giving them over to God. This need not mean killing them. You could devote land or an animal such as a donkey, and in effect Hannah will devote Samuel. The donkey or the human being then belongs to God and is committed to God's service. The Israelites did in effect devote many Canaanites to God's service in this way. They became people who chopped wood and drew water for the altar, its offerings, and the rites of the sanctuary. The Israelites have already devoted various peoples to God by killing them, though God never told them to do so. They were following a practice known from other peoples. Here God does tell them to do this. In what sense does God mean it? After commanding Israel to devote the Canaanites, Moses goes on to a series of other commands. They are not to seal covenants with the Canaanites, show grace to them, or intermarry with them, because then they will end up serving their gods, as happened in connection with the Midianites. And they are to destroy their aids to worship in their place of worship. The talk of not showing grace, again, puts Israel in the position of people like the authorities in Romans 13. People People such as judges and police often have to resist the temptation to show grace to wrongdoers. There are moments when it is necessary to be tough. This is such a moment. What is odd about these commands is that devoting the Canaanites will mean that questions such as intermarriage don't arise. So why mention them? Jesus tells men who are inclined to fancy other women to gouge an eye out. We assume he was absolutely serious, but did not intend to be taken literally. It will make sense that Deuteronomy is absolutely serious about annihilating the Canaanites, but does not intend to be taken literally. It will fit with these chapters, be placed in the exposition of basic attitude that occupies Deuteronomy 4 through 11. These chapters are not laying down rules, but seeking to form attitudes. It is vital that Israel totally repudiates Canaanite religion. As far as the Israelites are concerned, the Canaanites must no longer exist. They need to eliminate them from their lives. Or if Deuteronomy is laying down literal rules, it is in the imperative that follows about intermarriage and the destruction of the Canaanites' aids to worship. These imperatives also hint at another aspect of the significance of Deuteronomy for its readers. It forms the conclusion of the Torah and the introduction to the story from Joshua the king. One feature of that story is how Israel failed to do the kind of thing Deuteronomy said and ended up thrown out of the country like the Canaanites, only not permanently. It also indicated priorities that people need to have. They need to take seriously these commands about intermarriage and destroying forms of worship. In a way, Deuteronomy's message is, if only we had done these things, we will not be in so much trouble today. The people who read Deuteronomy also sometimes fought wars, as nations normally do. War is built into the nation of nationhood. But these people never assumed that they were supposed to literally to eliminate peoples. It looks as if they knew how to read Deuteronomy, whereas modern people do not. So it's interesting, is like, so do you remember that, that parable that Jesus says, like, if your eye cause you to sin, to gouge it out? Yeah. Do we need to take that literally? Like, put a knife? And so he's also saying, like, it's just a hyperbole. It's saying you got to absolutely separate yourself, especially from serving their gods and marrying them, because they will put you into worship their gods. Okay. But not about, he's saying, like, don't have to take it literally. All right, friend, we can start.
Gosh, if that was true, that would not be fun.
Let's bring down that resolution. That's fun. Oh. Darn it. Oh my gosh. Nice use. He's got a- What are you looking up? Okay. When you're actually Googling it, let me know so I'll be there to watch, make sure. What are you making, love? Smells really good. Can you do a little bit of extra cabbage soup? The creamy one. Okay. What's your favorite thing about the Universal Hub? No, I don't think you get it. I don't think you get it. I'm just gonna think You know, love, I don't feel hungry until I smell the food that you're heating up, and now I'm like, yeah, and then all of a sudden I want all the food. Messed up. Early. Are you doing the PvP version of it? Nice. Good job, my friend. Looks like a different character. It's spooky. Aren't you scared? Aren't you terrified by the spookiness? Checking might probably be best for this. You know what I'm playing. You want to play too? How do you ask? Nice. How do you ask it? You want to play? How do you ask? Yep. Well, if we fail this, you could choose a person. All right. You want to go? All right, we're trying to get that last orange piece. I'm trying to get that last orange piece. That's the last one, the orange red piece right there. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. This is a hard level. So you can put it right here. Thank you. Go ahead and go after a blue piece. This one's really hard. Yeah, go ahead and go for one. Maybe try going for that green one. Try going for that green one. I know you like to go for blues. Nice turn. I like the dragon, but who do you want to go?
I like to go to the unicorn.
Unicorn?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, you want to go first?
I got one red. I got
Nice. Nice turn. Good job.
I love the unicorn.
Like the
I
unicorn.
love unicorns. I love pink unicorns.
Yeah, I don't think we could change the color of the unicorn.
Red.
Yeah.
Can we get the saw?
Oh, Bailey. Let's not be tearing up your pants. You just made me click, Bailey. Nice turn. So see, there's that wall. Oh, remember, there's that wall. So you can go for the pieces on the side, or you're gonna go for that black hole. You go for the black hole. There you go. Oh, I see. So when it goes through the hole, it drops out through the UFO. Your turn. You're right. It is your turn. That's supposed to be UFO. So when you land into the black hole, it will drop down the UFO. Alright, Dave's turn. Yeah, it did. Oh. You want to shoot, so aim at the hole and you want to shoot when the UFO's on this side. You have to then. So aim at the hole and then shoot when that is right above the green. Remember, aim for the hole. Oh, you hit replay. Good job. Game. Oh, is that better? Aim over the hole and then shoot when the UFO is near it. So aim at the hole.
I'm gonna get that red.
Yeah, but it's not going to work. You have to aim at the hole and then wait for the UFO. Because when it Alright, Dave's turn. Oh! You got it! High five! Alright, who do you wanna be? The pumpkin? It's spooky? Alright.
candy.
I like the power of the flippers in this one. Or the explosion. Ah. Do, 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 do. Oh. Actually, this one might be nice. Might do the Halloween after this. Oh man. Game.